Hi, I'm Stephanie Weaver, fine art artist, and welcome to another week of oil painting on our Apple Still Life. So we are now at a point where we get to apply color to our grisaille painting, whichever way you want to pronounce it. We are going to be applying color to our black and white value study. So let's talk about that for a minute. I'm going to take you down to the palette. Okay, so hi, I'm down here in the bottom left corner. We've got a couple little screens that you can see. So bottom left, and then you'll also see the panel that we're going to be painting on. And then you'll also see my palette that's over here, and then an image of the original reference photo. So what we're going to be doing, like I said, is we're going to be applying layers. And we've already gotten our grisaille painting completed to the point where I really don't want to add any color to it because I really kind of like it, but I'm going to keep pushing because I know that this is going to look amazing. It's going to look just so realistic and so just excited about it. Okay, so it's going to look fabulous, but it's going to take a little bit to get there because what we're going to be doing is applying thin layers of paint, and we're going to be doing that using our medium called NeoMcGilt. Now, NeoMcGilt, the old masters refer to it as liquid glass. And what this does is you'll probably notice, I'm going to take you over my palette here real quick. On the back of the oil paints, it'll say transparent, semi-transparent, or opaque. So those are the properties of the paint. And with transparent, we could actually apply the transparent paint without adding a medium because it already has the properties that we need to glaze. But this NeoMcGilt really helps those transparent properties just really come to life. So if I were to take, this is asphaltum, which is a transparent brown, and then we've got our naphthol red, which is a semi-transparent. This NeoMcGilt is going to make it more transparent. So it alters the properties of the paint to create the effect that we want. That's what mediums do. Mediums alter the properties of the paint to create the effect that you want. Whether you want to dry fast, dry slow, create glaze, alla prima, and so on. That's the purpose of the mediums, okay? We're going to be using the NeoMcGilt today. Okay, and I've already got it. I'm going to put another little glob over there. NeoMcGilt is also a fabulous, just kind of go-to medium to use overall, and I can tell you for probably about, I don't know how many years, maybe 15 years, NeoMcGilt was all that I used. Alright, so we've got our palette set up in our standard format. We've got our black, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, sap green, alizarin crimson, burnt umber, burnt sienna, cadmium orange medium, yellow ochre, and cadmium yellow medium, and then the corner we got our titanium white. Now of these, the black, ultramarine blue, sap green, and alizarin crimson are our transparent colors. So I know that when I want to combine any of those colors with opaque colors, I'm going to have to use NeoMcGilt. Yep. So when I look at these other ones, this asphaltum I decided to bring in because I know it's a transparent brown. That's this little pile over here. Naphthol red, I wanted naphthol red to get those vibrant oranges and reds because I know I combine the naphthol red plus orange or yellow. It makes this really vibrant red, but it's also going to be very opaque. Now, keep in mind the transparent and the opaque properties is something that you just kind of start doing over time, and you start to really start thinking about these, about what kind of effect do I want. And there will come a point when I'm painting that I'm going to purposely pick paints that are opaque. Say that 10 times fast. Purposely pick paints that are opaque. Okay? Okay, say that 10 times fast. So I'm going to purposely do that. And when I do that, I'm thinking about where do I want my paint to probably be the thickest? Because when I pick the opaque paint, normally it's going to be very vibrant, like our red, like our yellow, and with white. Those are very bright. So when I do pick those, they're typically going to have more paint than what I use when I do transparent. Okay, let me let that set in for a second. When I pick opaque paint, I'm wanting to be a little bit thicker and more vibrant than I am the transparent paint. Because the transparent paint, I'm going to be able to see the layers below it, right? Okay. So you'll actually see this in practice. It's not going to make sense for probably, a while. So that's why we learn paint repeat. Okay? All right. Okay, another color that I'm going to put down is cobalt teal. I know many of you guys have cobalt teal if you painted with me before. This is like, fabulous color, and you can't really make it, so gotta buy it. In addition to that, you don't have to buy this one. It's called phthalo teal. Now, most of the phthalo paints are transparent, so it comes with the properties that I'm looking for, and that's one of the reasons why I purchased it a long time ago. So, and as you can see, a long time ago means I haven't used it a lot. And I mean, a little goes a long way with some of these colors, especially when you use the medium to push the paint around. So that one is my phthalo turquoise. And I'm going to add a little bit of cobalt teal. Because at some point I might want to punch up that color and start using some opaque. So enough talking, let's paint.